Shoplifting in southeast Wisconsin. Milwaukee police say in the last year and a half, there have been more than 1,300 shoplifting cases. Nearly a quarter of those cases came from one store, the Walmart on Capitol Drive. Milwaukee police say big box stores tend to be targets.
In the data we saw that Walmart, right across the street from our station, was hit up 309 times in the past year and a half.
Yeah, those Walmarts, Targets, things like that. Stores that carry electronics, clothing retailers, those can get hit more often than smaller privately owned stores that have smaller priced items.
Now, this doesn't mean smaller stores are immune. We saw that firsthand as our crew was at a Southside grocery store working on this very story. Consumer investigator Kristen Byrne shows us what happens when a security guard caught an alleged shoplifter as our camera was rolling.
Our cameraman jumps into the action in the grocery aisles at El Rey on South Cesar Chavez. Moments before the store's surveillance video captured it all. Here we are at the grocery store getting video for our story about shoplifting. Here's my photographer, and there I am. Out of the aisle, the alleged shoplifter walks right by us, holding a bag close to her chest. When the security guard confronted her, she had a bottle of chocolate milk in her hand.
Yeah, I bought that already.
Are you sure? Can I see your receipt?
I didn't buy it from here.
After several minutes, the woman starts to change her story.
Can I see your receipt?
My baby's hungry.
And the store's security guard handcuffs her. She says she's pregnant and her baby was hungry. Does that make you feel empathy for her?
In a way, yes.
We interviewed the owner of El Rey, Ernesto Villarreal. At your worst, what was it?
Probably 1% of the profits.
He says shoplifters hurt his store's bottom line. Which is how much money?
Probably $100,000 a year.
$100,000 a year. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's why he invests in security. At this store, there are 18 surveillance cameras. A couple of his grocery stalkers carry walkie-talkies. And they let the security guard know if someone is caught stealing. These are people that you have caught shoplifting before here.
Yes.
The guard, Guillermo Diaz, shows us one of his binders. He keeps with photos of hundreds of shoplifters that have hit up El Rey.
It's an agreement between them and the store that they can no longer be here.
They're banned.
They're banned.
If the offender signs the paper and they come back again, there are consequences.
They will be arrested.
Right on the spot.
Right on the spot.
But with shoplifting, since the victims are the store's owners, it's up to them to decide whether they want the offender arrested. Ernesto Villarreal let this woman go, but she signed that agreement with the store. If she ever comes back, she won't get off.
We like to prevent things because we don't want to bother the police.
Sure.
I mean, because they got a better things to do.
I'm consumer investigator Kristen Byrne.
Now, the police officer you just met, Matthew Diener, you met him a couple minutes ago. He actually wound up buying the alleged shoplifter in the story, the chocolate milk.
Oh, that's nice.
That she was trying to take, as well as a couple of tacos, because she said, you know, it
was
breaks
for
her
baby,
heart.
yeah. As she says,
Yeah.
you know.